Welcome to ProZBio.
Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about something that can be a bit worrying for new parents: cow's milk protein allergy, or Cmpa for short. It's one of the most common food allergies we see in babies, especially during their first year of life. Essentially, Cmpa means a little one's immune system overreacts to the proteins found in cow's milk. Instead of seeing these proteins as harmless food, their body treats them like an invader, triggering an allergic reaction. This isn't the same as lactose intolerance, which is about difficulty digesting milk sugar or lactose, and doesn't involve the immune system in the same way. Understanding this difference is the first step to getting your baby the right support. Now you might be wondering just how common Cmpa is. While it can feel overwhelming if your baby is diagnosed, please know you're not alone. It affects a small but significant percentage of infants, typically around 2 to 7.5%, depending on the studies you look at. The good news is that with modern approaches to management, which involve a wonderful team effort, this condition is very manageable. Many parents find great comfort in knowing that there are clear pathways to help their little ones feel better. It's a journey for sure, but one that many families navigate successfully with the right guidance and support from healthcare professionals who understand the condition well. It's really important to distinguish Cmpa from other common baby issues. For instance, lactose intolerance, as I mentioned, is different. Lactose intolerance usually causes digestive symptoms like bloating, gas, and diarrhea because the body can't break down lactose, the sugar in milk. Cmpa, on the other hand, is an immune response to the protein in milk and can cause a wider range of symptoms, including rashes, vomiting, or even breathing difficulties in some cases. Getting a clear diagnosis is key because the management for these conditions is different. Your doctor will be able to help figure out what's truly going on if your baby seems unsettled after feeds. So, if you suspect your baby might be reacting to cow's milk, the very first and most important step is to chat with your doctor or pediatrician. They are your primary port of call. They can listen to your concerns, examine your baby, and discuss the symptoms you've observed. They might suggest an elimination diet if you're breastfeeding, where mum avoids dairy, or a trial of a special hypoallergenic formula. Trying to diagnose or manage Cmpa on your own can be risky and might lead to nutritional deficiencies for your baby, so always seek professional medical advice. They will guide you accurately.
Recognizing the signs of Cmpa early can make a huge difference in getting your baby comfortable and thriving. The symptoms can be quite varied, which sometimes makes it tricky to pinpoint. Many babies with Cmpa experience tummy troubles. This might look like persistent colic, where your baby cries inconsolably for long periods. Reflux, where milk and stomach acid come back up, can also be a sign, especially if it's severe or causing distress. You might also notice changes in their nappies, such as frequent diarrhea, sometimes with mucus or even a little blood, or conversely, constipation for some little ones. These digestive upsets are often the first clues for parents. Beyond the tummy, Cmpa can show up on your baby's skin. Eczema, a condition that causes dry, itchy, and inflamed patches of skin, is commonly linked to Cmpa. You might notice these rashes appearing on their face, scalp, or in the creases of their elbows and knees. Hives, which are raised, itchy welts, can also appear suddenly after a feed containing cow's milk protein. In some instances, though less common, symptoms can involve the respiratory system. This could include a runny or stuffy nose, coughing, or wheezing. It's the wide array of possible symptoms that underscores why a careful assessment by a healthcare professional is so important for accurate diagnosis and management. Your pediatrician or family doctor is usually the first health professional you'll turn to if you're worried about Cmpa. They play a crucial role in the initial assessment. They will listen carefully to your description of your baby's symptoms, their feeding patterns, and your family's allergy history. They perform a physical examination of your baby, looking for any signs like eczema or poor weight gain. Based on this information, they can often make a preliminary diagnosis and suggest initial management steps, such as recommending an elimination diet for breastfeeding mothers or prescribing a specialized hypoallergenic formula for bottle-fed infants. They also monitor your baby's growth and development closely. Sometimes your pediatrician might refer you to other specialists to confirm the diagnosis or for more complex cases. An allergist, particularly a pediatric allergist, is an expert in diagnosing and managing allergies, including IgE-mediated Cmpa, which can cause more immediate and severe reactions. They might perform specific allergy tests if needed. A registered dietitian or nutritionist is also a key member of the team. They are invaluable in ensuring your baby receives all the necessary nutrients for healthy growth and development, especially if dietary changes are required. They provide guidance on suitable formulas, help with weaning onto solid foods safely, and educate parents on reading food labels meticulously. When a baby is diagnosed with Cmpa and is formula-fed or requires formula as a supplement to breastfeeding, standard infant formulas are not suitable because they are based on cow's milk. Thankfully, there are specially designed formulas available to provide safe and complete nutrition. These formulas have the cow's milk proteins altered in such a way that the baby's immune system is much less likely to react to them. Choosing the right formula is a decision that will be made in consultation with your doctor or dietitian based on the severity of your baby's symptoms and their individual needs. It's all about finding the best fit for your little one's specific situation. The most commonly used types for mild to moderate Cmpa are extensively hydrolyzed formulas, often called EHFs. In these formulas, the cow's milk proteins are broken down into very small pieces or peptides. This process makes them much less likely to trigger an allergic reaction. Brands like Nutramigen, Althera, Peptikit, Similac Alimentum, and Aptamil Pepti fall into this category. Some, like Nutramigen, even contain probiotics like LGG to support gut health. These formulas are nutritionally complete, ensuring your baby gets everything they need to grow and develop, despite the dietary restriction. Your healthcare provider will recommend the most appropriate EHF for your infant. For babies with more severe Cmpa or those who don't improve on an EHF or have multiple food allergies, amino acid-based formulas or AAFs are the next step. These formulas are considered the most hypoallergenic option because they don't contain any whole or partially broken down milk proteins at all. Instead, they are made from individual amino acids, which are the basic building blocks of proteins. This means there's virtually nothing for the baby's immune system to react to. Examples include Neocate, Elecare, and Puramino. While soy-based formulas exist, they are used more selectively as some babies with Cmpa can also react to soy protein. Parents play an absolutely central role in managing their baby's Cmpa successfully. You are the frontline caregivers. This involves more than just feeding the prescribed formula. If you are breastfeeding, it means diligently following a strict dairy-free diet yourself, which requires careful reading of all food labels, as cow's milk protein can be hidden in many unexpected products under names like casein, whey, lactose, or milk solids. For all parents, it means being vigilant about what your baby ingests, especially as they start solids, and ensuring a safe, dairy-free environment. You are your child's biggest advocate, and working closely with your healthcare team is paramount. One of the most crucial survival tips for parents navigating Cmpa is to become an expert label reader. Cow's milk proteins can be sneaky and hide in many processed foods, from biscuits and bread to sauces and processed meats. You'll need to look out for ingredients such as whey, casein, caseinates, lactose, milk powder, butter, ghee, and hydrolyzed milk proteins. It might seem daunting at first, but with practice, you'll become much quicker at spotting them. Don't be afraid to ask manufacturers or restaurant staff about ingredients if you're unsure. Keeping a list of safe and unsafe foods can also be incredibly helpful in the early days. As your baby grows and it's time to introduce solid foods, do so slowly and methodically, especially if your little one has Cmpa. It's wise to introduce new foods one at a time, waiting a few days before adding another. This makes it easier to identify any potential new allergies or sensitivities. Keeping a detailed food and symptom diary can be invaluable. Note down everything your baby eats, along with any symptoms that appear, such as skin rashes, tummy upset, or changes in mood. This diary can be a very useful tool for discussions with your doctor, dietitian, or allergist, helping to pinpoint any problem foods. When your healthcare team feels the time is right, they may suggest reintroducing cow's milk protein into your baby's diet. This is often called a milk challenge and should always be done under medical supervision, never at home on your own initially. The timing for this varies, but many children start to outgrow Cmpa between the ages of 1 and 3. The re-challenge process is usually gradual, starting with very small amounts of baked milk, as the protein structure changes with heat, and slowly increasing the amount and type of dairy, all while monitoring for any reactions. This careful approach ensures your child's safety. And finally, please hold on to hope. The really good news is that the vast majority of children do outgrow Cmpa. While the journey can feel challenging and isolating at times, remember that you are doing an amazing job. Stay positive, trust your instincts, and maintain close communication with your healthcare team. They are there to support you every step of the way. There are also many parent support groups, both online and in local communities, where you can connect with others who understand what you're going through. With time, patience, and careful management, this phase will pass for most families.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for more interesting topics. You can also visit us on social media or our blog website. The link is in the bio.